What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button and hit that notification bell. Make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. Today is a big day for DC Comics. A lot of big titles are dropping, and we are going to be starting off with Dark Crisis issue number 1. If you did not catch Dark Crisis issue number 0 or the prelude, be sure to check out the links in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on so far. A story written by Joshua Williamson. The artwork is Daniel Sampier. The colors is Alejandro Sanchez. After the death of the Justice League in issue number 75 of Justice League, by all appearances, it looked like Pariah had taken them out. Justice League Incarnate bringing them to the House of Heroes. One final attempt to stop the darkness. Pariah overcoming all of our heroes. Empowered by the Great Darkness, Black Adam is the only one to survive this event, coming back with news that the Justice League has perished, but also believing that the Great Darkness has been put into check. The question hanging over everybody's head: what do we do now that the Justice League is gone? Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we get into this issue number 1, if you've been following my other videos, you already saw the sneak peek. This story is dropping us at the vigil of our superheroes. We have Nightwing, who is speaking to the world. If you've been following the Nightwing series, we really have seen Dick Grayson come into his own. We've seen him take on that leadership role. And so of course, when Batman the Justice League is gone, everyone looks to Nightwing as he gives words of encouragement to everybody in the world. Friends, families, civilians alike. One thing that does stand out is we have Deathstroke that is watching nearby. And seeing Deathstroke here, it plays a very important role. We have been covering Shadow War Batman. In that story arc, what we saw was the death of Deathstroke, being killed by Talia al Ghul, the army that he built up, known as the Secret Society. They grabbed him and took him to the one Lazarus pit that they knew of. When he got dipped inside the pit, something different happened that hasn't happened to anybody else. That pit, it turned black, and we can only assume that the Great Darkness now has its claws inside of Deathstroke. And he did make it known that he had much bigger plans than taking out Talia al Ghul and the League of Shadows. With this confirmation that the Justice League is dead, we can expect him to be making his move. Now, picking up in the coming days, what we see is Superman and the Flash, Jonathan Kent and Wally West. They are currently taking on the Cobra Cult. Every doomsday cult that is out there, they are believing that the end of the world is coming. With the Justice League being dead, we are seeing crime go to an all-time high. In our heroes, they are working overtime just to try and keep some kind of civility, to try and maintain any kind of order. This is where they get some backup from our Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. And Hal Jordan, he has to ask the question, what is going on and where is the Justice League? That is what takes us to the bedside of Black Adam, recovering from his battle with Pariah. He lays all of it out. He tells them about the Great Dark Army, the army that was headed directly for Earth Zero. He does let it be known that the Great Darkness feared his lightning, calling it down in vain. He was ejected from the battlefield. The last thing he remembers seeing is Pariah killing the Justice League, turning them straight to ash. He swears that the Great Darkness has been halted, but it came at the price of our greatest heroes. Now, as Wally and Hal walk out of the room, Hal cannot believe that they are listening to Black Adam, the guy that has tried to kill them time and time again. Maybe Superman has been trusting him and wanting him on the Justice League, but Hal Jordan just can't get past the fact that he is Black Adam. He has been a sworn enemy of the Justice League for so many years. and right now he is not ready to believe the stories that Black Adam is telling them. The truth is, Wally and Jonathan have gone to everybody trying to figure out if this story is true. Regardless of what has happened here, Hal Jordan wants to find out who is responsible. They don't know if this darkness is truly defeated. Hal Jordan tasking Wally with finding Barry Allen to treat this like any other crime scene, just like Barry would, with Wally going off to do this and Green Lantern going to find out who is responsible. Jonathan Kent is left behind to protect everything. The world needs Superman right now more than ever. While Jonathan decides what he is going to do, this is what takes us to Brazil. We are picking up with our girl Yara Flor fighting the monsters of these jungles. Our Wonder Girl is kicking some butt, getting a little bit of extra help. We see the arrival of Superman as they put down this beast and put out the fire. Jonathan has come here to ask her to join his Justice League. He wants to carry on the legacy of his father. This is where Yara Flor, she straight laughs in his face. We also see that somebody is watching them. Someone is keeping tabs on what Jonathan is doing. But our Wonder Girl, she lets Superman know that she simply can't join a team. The world is going into chaos. The rainforest is going crazy. Her tribe needs her. These people need her. Being rejected by Wonder Girl, we see Jonathan make his way to New York City. This is where we have the Batman of New York in a high-speed chase getting shot at. We see Jonathan come crashing in and stop this vehicle dead in its tracks, grabbing the two criminals and bringing them to this Batman. He's a little bit upset because he was following them to their hideout, ruining his entire operation. Jonathan is already off to a bad start, but he comes and lets him know that one thing he learned from his father, one thing that he learned from Bruce Wayne, is that Batman always needs Superman and Superman always needs Batman. He is asking him to join his Justice League. Without much conversation, our Batman lets him know that he is not the guy to do this. And this is where Jonathan, he really starts to feel a little bit down. He really believed that he was going to go to these heroes and they would be more than willing to join up as a team and follow in the footsteps of our prior Justice League. What he is learning is that many of them are not wanting to team up. They want to work solo and they want to do their own thing. Jonathan, being a little bit desperate, he starts reaching out to everybody. From Harley Quinn to Blue Beetle, Peacemaker to Swamp Thing. And while he gets a lot of no's, he is slowly beginning to form his team, taking us to the Hall of Justice. Jonathan and Black Adam, they have a conversation. Black Adam, seeing the state of the world, he is recognizing he needs to get back home to his people. Jonathan really wants him to stay around and help teach him how to become a good hero, believing that if Clark was able to trust Black Adam, so can he. And he believes that he can start by forming this new Justice League and having Black Adam be a part of it. This Justice League being made up of Supergirl, both of our Blue Beetles, Booster Gold, Killer Frost, Harley Quinn, Damian Wayne, Aqualad, and a few other individuals. But even with Jonathan going in with so much enthusiasm, Black Adam tells him point blank that you don't need a Justice League, you guys are not ready. This Superboy is simply not ready to lead. If anybody should be forming a Justice League, if anybody should be leading this team, you know exactly who you should be talking to. That somebody is Nightwing, which takes us to the new Titan Tower. And while Nightwing is teaching all of the kids in gymnastics and so on and so forth, we see Chupacabra come into the room, bleeding and bruised. He is telling them that they are coming, that they have been stalking him for days. That is when the attack begins. The explosions start going off, and we see the entirety of Secret Society. Deathstroke's army is attacking Titan's Tower. Now, with the Justice League out of the way, Titan's Tower is exposed. There is no one to come and help them, and Deathstroke's plan is to take out any and all legacies. to rid the world of any chance of a new Justice League forming. This is when we see Changeling, aka Beast Boy, being captured by the secret society. We see Deathstroke put a gun to his head and pull the trigger. Now this is what's going to take us to Multiverse 2. We pick up with Pariah watching everything transpire on Earth Zero, not yet at full capacity. They need more heroes from Earth Zero, also letting us know that Black Adam, he is wrong. The Great Darkness, it is lying right underneath the surface. That they will make their way to Earth Zero, and when he does, he will use the death of the Justice League as a weapon against the multiverse. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I know a lot of people aren't excited about a new event, a new crisis, so on and so forth, but I really am looking forward to seeing what they can do with Dark Crisis. I'm not necessarily happy about the Justice League that Jonathan has put together. I'm really not happy that Harley Quinn is in here. I know she's a super popular character. I know tons of people just absolutely adore her. I find it really out of place, and even Black Adam mentions that Harley Quinn is probably going to stab them in the back. Killer Frost as well. The team that he has put together really isn't that great. There are a good few individuals in there like Blue Beater, Booster Gold, so on and so forth. We have Supergirl returning, which is a great asset for Jonathan to have. And I'm hoping we see her really take on a much bigger role in this Dark Crisis. When we had got to the end of Shadow War, I was really excited to see what was next for Deathstroke. After the death of Respawn, he really did just lose it, wanting to make the League of Shadows, Talia al Ghul, the entire Al Ghul family pay. He ended up losing his fight to Talia, but with his resurrection, we saw the Great Darkness be able to grab hold of him. This is probably why Ra's al Ghul never went back into the pits, believing that there was something wrong with it. Mother Soul, the mother to Ra's al Ghul, she has been prophesizing the return of the demon. That demon could very likely be inside of Deathstroke, because if we remember what the Great Darkness said, if the Great Darkness is a body, then individuals like Darkseid would be his right hand. Everything evil, every foe that they have ever faced has been an avatar of the Great Darkness. What we see Deathstroke truly doing is softening up Earth Zero in preparation for Pariah's return. We can only assume that Pariah didn't necessarily kill the Justice League. That last page has me believing that he is using them and siphoning off their energy, being our heroes from Earth Zero. These are the most unique heroes in the entirety of the Omniverse. But it doesn't seem like Pariah has just enough power yet to do whatever it is he is really planning. But we do know that he is going to Earth Zero to get more heroes from Earth Zero, channel their energy into destroying the entire multiverse. What destroying the multiverse truly means, we're gonna have to see, because we already know that the bigger Omniverse exists. If destroying this multiverse happens, if destroying Earth Zero happens, how does that reverberate going throughout the rest of the Omniverse? I do believe that this is getting off to a really great start, and I am excited to see where Joshua Williamson is going to take us. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the super thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you like this video, and until the next breakdown.